Good morning. My name is Ranger Christy and I was asked to give a tour of the park. It's a little different than our Field Trip Fridays because this is for folks that aren't able to come out here but wanted to learn about the park. I'm going to do something a little different today. We're going to do Ranger Fleming's favorite things of Bighorn Canyon. We're starting today at the Yellowtail Habitat Management Area. We co-manage this with the Wyoming Game and Fish, and I think it's one of the most underappreciated parts of the park. Today, even just coming down here, we saw turkeys, we saw geese, we saw several different waterfowl on the several different ponds that we have here in the habitat. And we also have the historic Cane Cemetery that's down here, and across the way over here is the old town site of Cane, Wyoming. For the rest of the day, we will be touring through the park, and I will be showing you my favorite spots in the park. Here is a map of the park. We are right here, down here in the Yellowtail Habitat region, but we will be going to each one of these red star areas till we get up to the north end, and then we won't be able to go to the north end, but I'll be able to show you some pictures of my favorite things on the north end of the park. So for the rest of the day, it's gonna be impractical to wear this flat hat. So for the rest of the day, we'll be in a baseball cap, doing some hiking and exploring the park. So Bighorn Canyon has 12 hiking trails in it, and this is Sullivan's Knob. This is my favorite short trail. It's about a mile round trip. Takes you out to the canyon with a great view. And from this point, depending on where you stand at, sometimes you can get a triple echo. Bighorn Canyon has 4 historic ranches in the park. I actually love all of them, and this morning when I was coming out, I was trying to decide which one I liked the most. We're gonna go to 2. We're gonna go to Ewing Snail Ranch, which is where we're at right now. We're also gonna go up to the Lockhart Ranch. I think one of my favorite things about the Ewing Snail Ranch are there's so many hidden secrets here. Like this great waterfall with this picnic area. They can't tell anybody about this secret spot. This is the pond behind the main house of Ewing Snail. No one knows about it, and it's right here. This is the location of the historic Ewing Snail Ranch house. A couple years ago, it was destroyed by fire, but let me tell you, this used to be my favorite spot to come out and have lunch. On the deck, near where I'm sitting right now, there are rocking chairs, and you could just sit here and imagine that this landscape belonged to you, which it does, because it's your national park. We are hoping that eventually we will get funding to rebuild this house so that we can again sit on the porch. We're on the Upper Layout Creek Trail. This is my favorite long trail. Up the canyon behind me, if you go all the way up to the top, there's this amazing spring that comes out of the top of a rock and creates this really great hanging garden. You also get really great views of the canyon and the surrounding landscape. This trail depends on where you start. If you start at the corrals at Ewing Snail, 6 miles round trip. If you start up at the end of the road, it's 4 miles round trip, and you do get a 1,200 foot gain from the ranch to the top up there. We're at the Carolyn Lockhart Ranch. This is probably my favorite ranch, even though I do really like Ewing Snail. The character here, Carolyn Lockhart, is probably definitely my favorite character in the park. She was a woman well before her time, and that might have been what gave her the reputation that she had. But she was a very independent woman. She came out here, she took 150 acres and turned it into 2,000 acres and ran cattle one of her groups of cattle actually topped the market. So maybe that's why Carolyn Lockhart's ranch is one of my favorites. So one of the things that is my favorite thing that I can't do with you guys today, although the water looks amazing, is I love to kayak the canyon. And one of my favorite places to go to when we paddle up the canyon is Black Canyon. This is a photo of our boats at Black Canyon. That's almost all the way to the North District of the park. That's my favorite boating campground. You will see that on this map right here. One of my favorite places on the lake, if you and I could hop in a boat and we could go up the lake from here, one of my favorite places is the anticline. The anticline is pretty amazing because, as you can tell here, all of the layers of rock are basically horizontal. When you get up to the anticline, they all turn vertical. They just jut up. It's not a great picture, but hopefully you can get an idea of what they look like there. And lastly, on the north end, you have the Yellowtail Dam, but my favorite hiking trail on the North District is the Headgate Trail. It's a very, very short trail. I don't even know if we can call it a trail because it is so short. But the cool thing about it is, before Yellowtail Dam was put in, the Crow tribe actually put in this headgate off of the river, and it still exists today, and you can see it. And this is what it looks like. Right there is that headgate, and it's got this great rock wall that holds the canal in place, and that canal basically watered a large portion of the reservation on the north end. So I hope that you have enjoyed Ranger Christy Fleming's favorite places in Bighorn Canyon, and I hope that eventually you'll be able to come out and enjoy them. But remember, some of them are secret.